Mrs. Cavalier, Alyssa, Serena, and of course Edward want to talk today about the 27-foot Airstream. Now, Flying Cloud version, we talked a little bit about the Sterling, which is very special, but I want to give a quick walk around, something you might understand about how this would be for your travels, what you're going to do, because number one, it's an Airstream, but you want to be able to do all the right things. So I'll try and do this kind of quickly. Girls, I hope you like this because your dad's got great taste. So we're going to start with Lexan. What I mean by Lexan, this is it's certainly for protection, it's for UV protection, but it also works as a great awning. This is all tempered glass, and it also is a jalousie type window. What I mean by jalousie type is that the window goes out so that no rain gets in. These aren't sliders. They act as their own individual awning. Also, we've got stainless steel. Stainless steel can be buffed and polished out. The actual aluminum, which has a 3M coating, cannot be. Now, what else is up front here? You've got twin or dual 12-volt deep cell batteries. Your spare tire is here, which drops down with a frame with no hardware, meaning that you access a full spare. Also, let's not forget the amount of storage that you'll find in a 27-footer. Both front, both back, you've got all kinds of storage. That is diamond plate aluminum in there. Very cool. Now, twin 30-pound propane tanks. Edward, we talked about your journey, how you're going to be utilizing the Airstream. 30 pounds of propane is a lot. 60 pounds of propane is overkill. You've got 60 pounds of propane also. You've got all the Barker power system with leveling mechanism. So this is how you level your travel trailer. This is also how you go to hook the trailer onto your vehicle. It's all automatic. Extremely cool. Also done the right way. Now, other fun stuff. You've got a hookup here for an additional 30 amp service, meaning that if you've got a generator, which if you're going to be boondocking off-grid or being out in the wilderness without any hookups, this is where you'd hook in your generator. Then you have a quick disconnect propane port. What does that mean? Well, what that means is that you can hook up a gas grill, you can hook up maybe a space heater. You can hook up an additional propane source if you don't think that 60 pounds of propane is enough. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. Come on around. I love the Airstream windows in the 27, all buck riveted, jalousie type. They're all have that UV protection with the rain gutter, so which is the cool factor. Then you have all this beautiful 3M finished aluminum. But this is the meat and potatoes of the Airstream right here. First of all, girls, I know you're paying attention. After you come out of the water, this is a hot and cold running shower. So I have an outdoor shower for when you come out of the lake or the pond or the river. We can hose off the dog here. We can hose off grandma. This is perfect. Then you have a locking potable water resource. This is your, this is where you draw from that big tank, and that tank is located between the axles, meaning that Airstream will be the only guys that'll tell you, go ahead and load your water up and run down the road. It will actually help you with the towing of the vehicle. Now, the cool stuff. This is your inlet port for city water. This will bypass your freshwater tank, but apply all that pressure so you don't need a water pump. There is an internal regulator. You don't need an external regulator. It'll regulate it to 65.5 psi. Then, this is the cool thing. You have, of course, an entire septic system, black water. You've got black water tanks, gray water tanks, freshwater tanks. What this does is at the end of your stay, you can hook up that hose directly into your black water flush. Picture the tines of an umbrella spinning high pressure water, blowing out the entire system, clean hands. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. Now, what do we got here? TV and satellite hookup. If you're going off grid, this is already wired for satellite, as is the Sterling. Your cable hookup is there. If you do go to a trailer park, you plug in the cable, 300 channels. Now this would be your hookup for your 30 amp service. What's really cool, there's an indicator lamp. When you hook up to that outside, I call it shore power, and you plug in, that light illuminates. If it's not illuminated, that means probably something wrong with the power source, not my Airstream. Very cool. Now we have, of course, access panels for refrigerator. Dual axles. We haven't really talked about that whole system. It's a rubber torsion bar axle, and it has a shock absorber system. I told you a little bit, Edward, about my upbringing. I used to travel back and forth to West Palm Beach, Florida. Well, my brother and I rode in the trailer. It's against the law, but my dad would rather us be in the trailer instead of kind of beating the crap out of each other in the car. It is what it is. But I know how these things ride, keeping your stuff together. Look at the light that pours in. All radiused windows, pouring in light into my living area of the Airstream. So once again, when it comes to how these things are built and the 27-footer, bonus. 27-foot has wraparound panoramic. If you remember, wraparound panoramic front, wraparound panoramic back. All tempered glass. Airstream is about letting the light in. That's what's beautiful about these platforms. By the way, pointing out, LED light. Your tail lamps are LED, your running lamps are LED, the entire platform is LED, the interior storage lamps are LED. First of all, the Airstream is going to be around a lot longer than you and I, but frankly, the way it's going to get there is going to be very comfortably with the right amount of light. Now also, you have a trunk. This is all diamond plate interior. All of your external storage is really kind of cool because you even have an undermount sewer hose so that that sewer hose never sees the inside of the actual cavity of the Airstream. It doesn't get any better than this. Come on around. The great thing about the 27 is you've got hundreds of feet of awning, which is, I hope, where you're going to spend your time, right? You've got LED lighting that's going to light up the platform. But this is really where you start talking about quality of Airstream. Fully welded frame, done all in aluminum. You've got your people protector here. You've got your kid and dog protector here. But when you close a door on an Airstream, that's really what the quality's all about. And once again, fully welded. But then let's talk about the actual door itself. This is done with it's got that R Factor 8 insulation, done, if you will, just like the aircraft industry, all radius, all of the hinge work is all solid bar stock aluminum. But the great thing about the Airstream door is it takes 8 hours to manufacture. When that door closes and when it opens, that really is what the Airstream concept and quality is all about. Iconic Airstream Americana. There you go. Come on inside. What I love about Airstream is, well, for example, when you walk into the Airstream, of course the drama of the interior catches your eye, but function. You've got all of your controls right at your fingertips, so that as you're entering the cabin, if you want to turn on lighting, you've got your dimmer, rheostated lighting right at your fingertips. All your exterior and interior lighting. Your battery disconnect is right there. But also, this is your mudroom. You hang your keys here. You've got your slippers go right in here. You've got all of that beautiful storage area here. And then you've got additional storage underneath the seat. This is your mudroom. This is your Airstream mudroom. But come on in. Let's take a look at this beautiful platform. Okay, Edward, girls, Mrs. Cavalier, going to tell you my big secret here about the 27. Because it's a rear entry front bedroom, just like you would find in the Sterling, what does that do for you? This opens up all this beautiful windows. The radius with the overhead vista view windows wrapping around to all the panoramics with a rear entry platform. Think about this. Most of the time that you're going to be camping, whether it be a campground or whatever, your best view is going to be afforded out the back. I love that. In other words, this is going to be your living area. This is where you're going to spend the time. I take that back. I would love for you to spend the time underneath the awning outside. But this just makes all the sense in the world. So we've got a drop-down table here into a double sleeper. We've got a pull-out here, which gives us more double sleeper. So we've got plenty of room to sleep. We've got overhead. We've got all of this beautiful LED lighting along with the overhead skylight dumping light in. But we have the fantastic fans. I love these things. That's what's pulling the air out, tens of thousands of cubic feet of air. This has been a summer where, frankly, we haven't needed the AC unit. So to have a fantastic fan both fore and aft makes all the sense in the world. By the way, the leather. It is ultra leather. The dogs can't hurt it. The kids can't hurt it. If something catastrophic happened and I took a knife to this cushion, guess what? I'll send you another cover. It is all color consistent. By the way, ultra leather as a product, no hot sticky in the summer, no cold slick in the winter. It breathes, meaning it can adapt to your body temperature. Does not get any better than this. Also, storage wise, you've got Samsung DVD, CD. You've got smartphone access with some great tunes that can go here. My point about the entertainment. Where we stand right here with my HD LED TV, I get 28 free channels. If you bring a couple of movies, how's that sound? Let's check out mid-deck. Okay, obviously the 27 allows us to have a lot of counter space, deep well stainless steel. We've got that huge triple burner, high output range, done with a stainless steel cover, which gives us even more space. The European silhouette vents give us still access to the entire cupboard. So this is just the smart way to do things. Couple of interesting things. You've got a computer system that monitors every tank. It monitors your battery along with every tank on the planet. You know exactly where you are. GFI outlet. You have an inverter system. This allows you to go off-grid, allows you to plug into additional receptacles so you can power this bad boy and just work off of battery power. Storage-wise, check it out. You've got storage here along with some fun stuff. All European side-mounted steel. You've got beautiful side-mounted steel rides to your... This one is outfitted with the convection microwave. If you want to bake cookies, we can do that. But then, of course, what really becomes important is the pantry and upper storage space. So once again, the pantry space in the 27 is paramount. Also, the big Dometic. What I mean by the big Dometic, the big refrigerator freezer with overhead storage, undermount storage. So even not even getting into mid-deck, the galley setup in the 27, bonus. Okay, mid-deck on the 27. First of all, if we have guests, or if we want to put the, if the girls are sleeping and we want to separate ourselves from foredeck, we can. But not only can we separate ourselves from foredeck, we have a secondary enclosure where we can separate the master bedroom. So let's talk about this. You've got two amazing wardrobes. These are all done with LED lighting. A lot of opportunity as far as wardrobe is concerned. Someone can be in the lavatory while someone is in the shower. The shower is all pebbled glass. It's got the upright. You have a seat in the shower along with LED lighting and vented overhead storage. So once again, the shower setup is cool. Check out the lavatory. You've got pedestal toilet, all this beautiful wrapped hardware. You've got Wilson Art laminate along with the stainless steel, your backsplash along with a beautiful overhead, and once again more vetting. Plenty of room to change your socks, and certainly the lavatory setup in the 27 doesn't take away from the overall platform of the trailer. Okay, the master bedroom. We can have our own space, but of course what sets up immediately is, by the way, you get a pillow package. If you like pillows, we got pillows. But probably the most important thing about the 27 is all the storage that you're going to have. Not only with the included bins, but every place you turn, you'll be able to put those tchotchkes in. You've got nightstands along with lighted LED overhead. You've got wraparound panoramic windows. You've got ventilation, which comes not only from the back but from both sides. And you've got that beautiful overhead fantastic fan. So once again, the setup on the 27 is master. Awesome. A couple of things. You've got an additional set of overhead dimmers for the LED. So you can vary the intensity of all the lighting. You've got this beautiful pull-out. You will have a, by the way, all the TVs come with 26-inch LED TV. Then you have your Dometic system. The Dometic heating and cooling system is awesome because it is a set it and forget it. You just set the temperature and walk away. The other thing, you can program this. You can set it for, what's great about it too, Fahrenheit or Celsius, because I'm sure you've used both. So the point is, set it and forget it, Dometic. I love this, the electronics in the master, bonus. Wanted to thank you guys again for reaching out. I'm sitting here in the lap of luxury in the 27-foot Airstream. Now, this is the Flying Cloud version, but I think you get a really good idea because the setup in the Sterling is identical from the standpoint of the platform. Plus, it's an Airstream. By the way, a couple of things. We charge no prep fees or checkout fees. We also, when we hopefully come to an agreement and shake hands, I'm the guy that does the checkout. I'm going to make sure that you're going to be a lot smarter than the guy who's parked next to you. That's my job. We're pretty good at what we do. So once again, I wanted to thank you guys. I got two pieces of advice. If you're going to do this, I want you to enjoy the journey, because if it's not fun, then why are you doing it? And then the other thing is, I just want to tell you all, happy camping.